Sweet. Can y'all hear me? All right, let's get going.
The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite.
Well, this certainly promises to be an exciting night of playoff basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal as we get set for Game 6. And the series being hosted in Indianapolis for tonight's game as the Pacers will be going up against the Charlotte Hornets. And looking at the Hornets, they took Game 5 on their home floor. Tonight, on the road, they're looking to win another. An uphill battle, but one they are ready for. So here you go, up 3-2. Got a chance to close it out at home. Give me the collective mindset of this team.
Well, first of all, Ernie, you have to play with confidence. Second of all, you cannot rely on that Game 7 as a backup plan. Let the crowd carry you through the game, come out strong, do what you do. This is a must.
All right, Shaq, I hear you. Pacers up 3-2. We try to clinch it here and get these guys to the semifinals. Reggie.
It's been an absolute war out there. Neither side giving in. Both want to advance to the next round. It's the Eastern Conference Playoff Game 6, right here on 2K Sports. You look at Indiana, with their hometown fans cheering them on. They'll look to close out this series and complete the upset.
Well, there's some pressure here, though, Kevin, because if you're at home, you're up 3-2. This is the time to do it. You do not want to go back out onto the road for Game 7.
Oh,
You know, part of me agrees with that, Steve. Actually, a lot of me agrees with that. Even though it isn't technically a do-or-die situation, they should be treating it like it is. I mean, because going on the road for Game 7 is not a friendly scenario. It will be a very tough building to win inside the game.
Paul George.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting line. Bogues out there with Gill. And there's Slade. Then there's Mourning. And it's Jefferson in at the 5, down low. And here's Charlotte. They come into the game following the win on Sunday.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against the defense, they didn't really put up much.
No, that's, man, where is it?
Resistance.
So it's the Pacers now. Alonzo Mourning unable to get his shot to go. Outside, George. And there's the pass to Miller.
Got it.
The shot's good on the assist by George.
You can't give him that shot. And a few open looks are all it takes, and he can really get rolling.
Bogues with it. Mourning with the screen.
Mikey Bogues going to the hole. Rebound it. There he goes.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter.
Oh, get the hell out of here. No foul.
The effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Rice kicks to Bogues. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Bogues has got his first 2 points of the night. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And there's the feed draw.
Oh, keep the ball, keep the ball, keep the ball.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. O'Neal is screen on Gill. Miller dishes to O'Neal. Jefferson with some nice D. The Hornets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Gill kicks to Rice. He dishes it to Bogues. Looking for Jefferson, he gets it there. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jefferson's got his second bucket.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and then let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Here's George.
Oh, George got that there.
George has got his first bucket in this one.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play.
Here's Bogues.
Oh, great block.
And it's Miller penetrating. Pulled the shot a little late, but the bounce goes his way.
He just wants to show us that he's got the whole package. The leaner, definitely part of his arsenal.
Now, here's Bogues. He's covered by Watson.
There's something on there over here.
Gill kicks to Mourning. A jump hook.
There you go.
Here is Watson. He's covered by Gill. A three
Got it.
from George. And that one's good. George has got 5.
Sweet.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A-game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Ah!
Bogues, good. Bogues has got his second basket of the night.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Now it's in and down to Doris Burke, who is able to talk with head coach Steve Clifford.
As they sit on the brink of elimination, I asked him if he sensed any nerves in the locker room. He assured me that no matter what the situation, he's got a group of guys that are up for any challenge. And with a win here, that challenge will become a whole lot easier to get.
And thank you, Doris. Now here's Jefferson.
Oh, good help.
Hill kicks to Jefferson. 6 to shoot. Gill against George. Hibbert pulls it in. Hibbert's got his third rebound tonight. Here's Watson.
You better go in. CJ Watson, what are you doing?
The Hornets have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Pass to Gill. Wide open. And the jumper is on the mark.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
And here's Watson looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to George. Hibbert with a screen for George. He kicks it to Hibbert. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the evening.
At the line for 2.
Making some changes.
Of course,
David West
slightly
is checked in for O'Neal. Granger comes in for George. And it's Rose in for Miller. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Emeka Okafor is checked in for Jefferson. Johnson comes in for Mourning. Wallace is checked in for Slim. And Curry subbed in for Gill. And he's good on the side.
Went out
A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. Bogues kicks to Johnson. Granger against Wallace. The shot misses. Indiana's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Rose attacking. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. Hugh, he's checked in for Indiana. Rose hits them both. For Charlotte, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Okafor, the pass to Bogues. Into Johnson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Johnson's got his first points of the night.
Now, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to executing that lead pass.
Watson kicks to Rose. Here is Watson. Bogues defending. West down low. Johnson on him. They get it back.
Smith, you gotta help me get that
The Hornets
rebound.
have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. That's good from Wallace on the assist by Bogues. Bogues has got 5 assists in the game. Indiana trailing here. Rose in the post, guarded by Kerr. Here's Q.
There you go, Rick Smith.
Kicks it off the
Yeah.
glass. Q's got his first points in this one.
Well, the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Now Bogues. Here's
Yeah,
Okafor.
right there.
And the layup
Come
is good
on.
after a nice lead pass.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, until they do, the problem's inside.
Finish something, man. Oh, bad shot.
The Hornets have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Here's Bogues.
Last shot before the end of the
There's
quarter.
the dish to Wallace. Kicks to Johnson. Sinks that one from the post. And now a 4-point Hornets lead.
There we go. Good shot.
He nails the buzzer beater.
And an ideal finish to the quarter for them as he drains it at the buzzer.
Boy, I like the fact he didn't rush it at all. Fantastic shot.
And thanks for tuning in as we get back to the action of our broadcast here of Game 6. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Charlotte?
And right from the start, guys, it's apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
The Pacers shooting pretty well, 46% from the floor. And now let's check out the laps courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Hornets. We've got Wallace. Bogues out there with Curry. Then it's Okafor. Shoots. No good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Curry dishes to Johnson. Miller grabs the miss.
Good percentage shot, though. That's
Come on, get
any
the...
day of the week.
Can't cash in from close range. And so here is Indiana, trailing by 2. It's good this time, the assist from Rose. 6 points for Big Dog.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
To the paint and
good
stolen by
steal.
Miller. West outside, feeds it to Miller. Left side, Miller. Tries it from 9. Tries again, and that's 2 points.
Good job, Rick.
Hughes got his second bucket of the night.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
I don't remember how the fuck
Indiana making some changes. O'Neal comes in for Q, and it's George in for David West. And then for Charlotte, Morning's checked in for Okafor. Slim comes in for Curry, and it's Gill in for Bogues. Gill against Rose. Gill kicks to Johnson.
Oh, so stupid.
Lets it go from the wing, and that one's good. Johnson's got the game tied up here for the Hornets. The Pacers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Rose passes to George.
Oh, that's how you do it.
2 minutes now playing in the second quarter. Granger, a screen on Wallace. Dishes to Miller. Shot clock at 6. That's good.
Woo, good
Miller's
ball.
got 4 this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Hornets have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Gill kicks to Morning. And the shot is good. Morning's got his first basket of the night. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now here's Rose. Miller outside. Back to Rose. And a
Good.
great assist by Miller. That one goes in. 6 points for Rose.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Now here's Wallace. Here's Gill. just 5 on the clock. Nice D from Rose.
It's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
No.
George, no good. The Hornets trail. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. On the Wayne Wallace.
Get back over there.
Here's Rice, defended by George. The shot from the low post is good.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
The Pacers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Miller outside. Back to Rose. George against Wallace. And George, here we go. Wallace with the block.
Damn.
Passes to Rice. There's the pass to Gill. And he was fouled.
Oh, and he got the
Chance here now for a three-point play.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers. 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for Indiana. Watson comes in for Miller. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Jefferson's checked in. The Hornets shooting their first foul shot of the night. Free throw out from Gill. Indiana trailing here. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Nice silky finish on the alley-oop.
That sequence, I don't think Clark could have been executed any better.
Stupendous feed.
Boy, I hope we see a few more of those.
And the Hornets shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? He feeds it to Rice. Off target with his three. The Pacers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Screen by O'Neal. Mourning against George. Second shot opportunity. O'Neal. And that is O'Neal's got his first points of the game.
Things have changed a little bit here in the second quarter, guys, and we're seeing them start to convert a lot of second chance opportunities.
Yeah, and I'm sure the coach has to be happy about this. I mean, the hustle underneath is paying off in a big way.
Now here's Jefferson. Here's Gill. And the Hornets miss again.
He had to fade away there. The defense was all over him, and he got it off, just couldn't get it to go.
Watson with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's Hibbert missing.
Come on, man. They
shooting at just about an even 40%.
What up, guys? What is this thing?
There's Mourning.
Awesome.
And there's the
game
six.
6. Pacers up 3-2. Trying to get the win for them.
The Pacers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter. Right off the 50% mark from the field. Watson dishes to O'Neal.
Alright, kick it
And
out.
there's the feed to Watson. O'Neal is screen on Gill. And here's Watson. He dishes it to Rose. There's the three. The Hornets pull it in. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Rice.
Come on.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Jefferson. That's good.
How did he make
Johnson with
that?
the assist.
Alright, let's make this last shot
for Al
count.
Jefferson.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane in the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Now Watson. Outside, George. Here's O'Neal. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Hornets lead by 2. And a chance now to send you over Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Roy, you've gotten some bench production tonight that's made an impact here. Tell us how the depth has shaped the team's mentality and identity.
We're a complete team. From top to bottom, we got guys in the bench that are just as good as our
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back
I'm about
after
to
halftime for the start of the second half.
Gotta get it going. Second half here. Pull away in the series here. Yeah.
Back to our coverage of round one in the NBA playoffs. One of the great stories here, Big Dog getting it done today.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
Let's see. Let's call lineup.
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round one playoff matchup.
What a night so far for Miller. He has 8 points and a steal.
Boy, Edward is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Watson. Then it's Miller. And it's George in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
And here's Bose. Passes it to Gill. Jefferson against George. Jefferson.
Damn.
Jefferson's got 8 points.
Well, he gets the fadeaway to go. I'd still rather see him go straight up with him.
They well at 46% from the floor. Here is Watson looking for his first basket still in this one. O'Neal passes to Miller. And he banks into it.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Well, I'd like to know how many of their attempts have come from inside 5 feet. It seems like everything is right at the rim.
Mourning with the screen.
All right, go. Get back on there.
Ball kicks to Mourning. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. For Charlotte, they have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
5 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists for Paul George.
The first free throw is good. Good for Mourning. Watson with it. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. To the middle. Here's Miller. That's good. And the assist goes to Watson. Watson's got 3 assists in the game. Hornets shooting so far very efficient. All around.
What a
55%.
You can tell he's in a lot of pain. They'll take a timeout so that trainer can help him out.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Kendall Gill.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford was going over with his team. He said making sharp entry feeds, getting the ball into the post, and getting points on the low block is going to be critical the rest of the way. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Probably
we gotta get the ball.
There's a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
George, no good.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Bowes kicks to Jefferson. Jefferson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hornets. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. in by O'Neal. George dishes to O'Neal. He kicks to Watson. Here's the three. And he gets the bucket. Watson's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Mourning with the screen. Bogues the pass to Mourning. Here's Rice. Defended by George. 6 to shoot. Tries from 10. Misses off the left iron. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break for the lead. And the layup is good. George has got 7.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Yeah, whoa, chill.
Here's Bogues. Jefferson kicks to Rice. There's the dish to Bogues.
What you gonna do, Mo?
To the left side wing. Here's Gill. He's covered by Watson. Here's Mourning. Oh, now in the corner.
Step
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put out.
Back over there at Steve. He's enjoying every second of it.
Yeah, me too. This has been great, guys. The fans getting their money's worth. Both teams just playing so hard up there.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Gill. Back to Bogues. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. The 10-footer.
There we go. Great block. Hit it.
This game close is the fact that rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there.
I was
Not yet anyway.
The Hornets have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Kicks it to Mourning. And foul.
I'll take it out. Shooting foul.
They get C.J. Watson.
So far in the game for Mourning, he's got 8 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
Yeah, he's been establishing terrific position, boxing out very well, and battling hard for every rebound.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Indiana.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
That free throw good for Mourning. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Hugh, he's checked in for Hibbert. West
Rose,
in
Granger,
for O'Neal.
West Smith.
Danny
All
Granger,
right.
he's checked
Ooh,
in
Reggie
for
at
George.
point.
And it's Rose in for C.J. Watson. The Hornets also changing it up. Emeka Okafor is checked in for Jefferson. Wallace comes in for Slim. And Curry subbed in for Gill. Now, here is Miller. 15 points in the game. They double him with Wallace. Rose gets a wide open look. The Hornets roll it in.
Release better. Wide open shot. Bro.
Now, here's Bogues. Feeds it to Curry. Back to Bogues. Dishes to Curry. Looks for Mourning. Gets it to him. And the Hornets miss again.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And here is West. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post part.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
Now, here's Bogues. Curry a screen on Miller. Bogues with it. And it's Miller picking him up. It's Curry with the drive. There's Mourning. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Here's a look at the top 3-point shooters in the league during the regular season. Take a look at Slim. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Big Guy. He shows up in that same conversation.
In the gym range is what these two long-range bombers master. Pretty much anywhere on the court, you've got to make sure you know where these guys are and defend them.
The first free throw is good.
The of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Free throw line in this fucking game.
And both free throws good for Mourning. Indiana's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Granger outside. On the pass to West. Right block shot, and he gets it to go. And the Pacers lead by 1. And Clark and Steve, as we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither side really able to create much of a cushion at all. So, which team can make a little run here? We'll see.
Hell no. Oh.
Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
Here's Q. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 3rd assist on the night. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Bose kicks to Mourning. It's the outside fadeaway.
Come on, guys. We got to defend this shot.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Miller dishes to Granger. He feeds it to West. Miller with a wide open look. It's on. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Hornets on top, leading by just 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this had to be the choice. It was an absolutely sensational feat, putting it way up there above the rim so that only his teammate could catch it. And not only does he do it, but he powers it down from there.
The timing of these plays are just phenomenal.
No question.
Charlotte in the lead. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the 4th. Ball is out there with Johnson. Then it's Okafor.
Good stuff.
And it's Rice in at the 2. Now here is George. Following the shot by Emeka.
Got damn it.
Now here's Bose.
He's
Watson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Watson's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
Boy, this is shaping up to be a real barn burner.
Well, I think it already is. I mean, we're going to find out which team tightens up under the pressure and which one can stay poised.
Now, here's Bose. Rice gets to over.
There we go. Ooh, God,
and he lobs it up toward the rim.
Get out there.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
Absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Charlotte shooting at 51%. Really solid. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Rice. The shot. And Indiana will come the other way. Now Watson.
That's not who I wanted to pass to.
Rice kicks to Wallace. There's the feed to Johnson. Here's Bose. He dishes it to Rice. This one for 3. And again, the Hornets missing.
And again, iffy shot selection there. Defender draped all over.
Well, you got to understand who's guarding you in that situation. I mean, if he's on you tight, You can't just rise up and try to shoot over the top.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively, they desperately need a basket.
Pass to Johnson. It's stolen by Rose. Outside, George. Pass to Watson. He kicks it to West. And he finishes it off.
There we go.
The kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all
He earned
about.
that.
Out that one, the Indiana lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Wallace.
You know, when he gets the ball that close to the basket, it's almost an automatic 2 points.
Well, the defense has to battle him down there and keep him out of position in the first place. Do your work early.
Now here's Rose. The 9-foot shot. Another shot. Granger trying to get freed up himself. Okafor grabs the miss. Hornets trail by 4. Bogues with it. Wallace a screen. Bogues the pass to Johnson. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
God damn.
That's a big
You
basket
gotta
here.
get
You
the
can
second
expect
unit
him to
in
be
there,
very
man.
involved and aggressive the rest of the way.
Rose attacking. Pass to Watson. Back to Rose. 6 to shoot. And the shot is good. And that's now 11 points here for George.
Great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 P's, Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it.
Pacers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. West dishes to Rose. The shot's good on the assist by West. That's 10 points for Rose.
Beautiful ball movement again.
Last 5 trips, they've all ended with a great pass, leading to a basket, Steve. I mean, they are really sharing the basketball.
Now, here's Bogues. It's stolen by Watson. And here's a fast break. Granger leading the way. And the call will be against...
Damn. Fuck.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Roy Hibbert's checked in for West. O'Neal comes in for Danny Granger. And it's Hill in for C.J. Watson. And then for Charlotte, Jefferson's checked in for Okafor. Morning comes in for Johnson. And it's Hill in for Wallace. Now here is Hill. 6 on the shot clock. O'Neal kicks to George. And Rose wide open. He shoots. A 3-pointer off the mark. Hornets trail by 4. Bogues with it. He's picked up by Hill. 2 minutes. It is now to Jefferson. Banked in off the Bogues.
What a display of offense we've seen today. It's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
That bucket in and no time.
Oh, good. Clutch 3 right there.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
And the Hornets call time here. They're behind by 5. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Miller's checked in for Rose. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He really wants them to push the tempo here. See if
That was
they
a
can
nice
get
shot.
easy buckets in transition, saying, listen, we're playing station to station right now. Let's try to catch them off guard, guys. Let's see if they can do exactly that, Kevin.
All right, Doris. Here's Hill after Al Jefferson scored. Outside Hill. Here's O'Neal, who's dinched the rim with a 2-handed slam.
And he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he came when necessary, sure, but not this.
Not when you can throw it down.
Here's Jefferson following the score by Indiana. Gets to the rim.
Man, he's just been
All over.
ridiculous.
Jefferson's got 12 points here in the second half. Indiana leading by 3. Outside Hill. Kicks it to O'Neal. That's good. O'Neal's got 4 this quarter. The Hornets have gone 6 of 9 on the field goal attempt since the start of the fourth quarter. Bowles the pass to Jefferson to the middle.
Oh, great steal. Thank you. Put the game away here.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. O'Neal kicks to George. George double teamed.
Oh, what are y'all doing?
The Hornets gain possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Exactly.
Charlotte moving the ball around.
Man.
Wide open look. Rice,
there we go. That might have helped us out here.
Lucky break for the defense and he missed it.
Two points here might be all the cushion they need.
Now you think so. I mean, this game is theirs for the taking.
Drops the first one and increases their lead to 6. Indiana making some changes. Hugh, he's checked in for Hibbert. And West subs in for O'Neal. The second one is good. In both at the line, it's a 7-point game.
He adds to their lead with a couple of solid free throws.
Bowles kicks to Rice. Charlotte again missing.
He can't get anything to drop. The way he's scoring, I'm not sure it's something he should try to shoot his way out.
That might only serve to make things worse, Steve. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
All right, great shit. Paul George is on fire.
They're trailing by 9. There's 18 seconds left in the game. And the Hornets making a change here. Curry against Miller.
I thought Kemba Walker was out for the postseason. He's probably playing like the last
Curry gets the assist.
30 seconds of the game.
Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Miller with the ball.
Yes, just be.
And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. And now down to Doris, who is courtside, standing by with our Jordan player of the game. Doris?
Guys, Paul George standing by with me here. And Paul, first, congratulations on the win. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Continue to play together. We can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, knocking shots now. We'll be all right.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. Over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Well, that'll do it for now. Thanks for watching our coverage of the first round of the NBA playoffs. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, Doris Burke, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We leave you now with our Jordan player of the game.
Ugh. Oh, George just went nuts with that stuff. That was an awkward ass. Like 6 assists. Team comparison first. "24 assists to 14. It was pretty even the first 3 quarters, and then dominant fourth quarter. Yeah. 10 assists in the fourth quarter alone. First 5 of those 6 turnovers in the fourth quarter. Alright, great defense. Look at the box score and we'll move on to our next game. Reggie is 17. Paul George 16. Jalen Rose is 10. This man was just killing me on the other hand. He didn't do much other than scare me. Morning with 13 and see the rest. Yeah, 3. Alright, here we go. The Hornets eliminated. We'll look at the playoff bracket for a second. Okay, so I control all the teams in this. It's just a nice little fantasy league just to play here. See the Bulls, Pacers advance, so they'll meet in the semifinals. Trailblazers in the West have advanced. All the other series in the West are going to a game 7. And then we're going to try to play these rest of these Eastern Conference semis. Hawks Heat up 3-2. Then you got the Celtics and Knicks. Here we go.
Sponsored by Sprite. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Well, this certainly promises to be an exciting night of playoff basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal as we get set for Game 6. And our postseason coverage tonight is from Miami as the Heat will be playing against the Atlanta Hawks. Well, for Atlanta, man, an excruciating home loss in Game 5. Now the pressure mounting here in Game 6 as they try to rally and steal one here on the road. So here you go, up 3-2. Got a chance to close it out at home. Give me the collective mindset of this team.
Well, first of all, Ernie, you have to play with confidence. Second of all, you cannot rely on that Game 7 as a backup plan. Let the crowd carry you through the game. Come out strong. Do what you do. This is a must-win. Let's get it done.
Long checklist of good information as we turn it over to Kevin Harlan.
This would be the name and y'all should already know. I've been around long as Scarface.
It's been an absolute war out there. Neither side giving in. Both want to advance to the next round. It's the Eastern Conference Playoff Game 6. Right here on 2K Sports. Taking a look at Miami with their hometown fans cheering them on. They'll look to close out this series and complete the upset.
Well, there's some pressure here, Kevin, because if you're at home, you're up 3-2. This is the time to do it. You do not want to go back out on the road for Game 7.
A lot of me agrees with that. Even though it isn't technically a do-or-die situation, they should be treating it like it is. I mean, because going on the road for Game 7 is not a friendly scenario, and it would be a very tough building to win a deciding game.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Hudson is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Clutch, and it's Smith, and it's Shorty in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Wade. He kicks it to LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's A-Train.
Wow, good butt, man.
Hawks passing it around. Smith on the wing. The pass to Millsap. Puts up the baby hook. The shot is good off the backboard. Millsap's got his first basket of the night.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
They set the screen. Nick Roberts, the pass to A-Train. Out to Wade. Goes up on the wing. And the shot no good, a bit short. On defense, Miami. They come into the game following the win on Sunday.
I'll tell you what, the way they shot the ball, it looked like a shooting.
It sure did, and all the more impressive because they did it on the road. You're not supposed to be able to get that high in an opponent's building.
The Atlanta shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. Free throw good, Smith. Hits them both.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
The Heat have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The drive by James. It's tipped. And here's Smith. They set the pick. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Smith's got 6.
3 straight makes to start this game. Looking good.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. James outside to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Wade dishes to McRoberts. Here's A-Train. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender draped all over.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the night. And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Out to the right wing. Here's Shorty. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
You can't give him that shot. I mean, a few open looks are all it takes, and he can really get rolling.
The Heat trail by 6. And McRoberts kicks to Wade.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Inside. Middle-sized pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Shorty's got his second bucket of the night.
Nice job again that time to add to their lead. I'll tell you what, they're doing everything right at this moment.
They're playing steadily in all aspects of the game, Steve. You're
Here's A-Train. Here is McRoberts. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. LeBron passes to McRoberts. And that
good.
was good.
Ball movement. You put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
And here's Atlanta. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Clutch, defended by Chalmers. Passes it to short. And it's Miami with the rebound. Wade outside.
Damn, D-Wade struggling.
Atlanta leading by 6. Smith drives in. The rebound by McRoberts.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shots to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity. A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
Here's Clutch following the basket by LeBron James. Smith on the wing. Out to the right wing. The 15-footer cannot hit.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Chalmers with it. Now Smith defending. The drive by James. Shot clock at 6. And it's Wade in the corner. The Heat need to get a shot off. Takes up
there you go.
Hudson plays in. And it's 6 points for LeBron.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Let's send it over to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Mike Budenholzer. Doris?
As they sit on the brink of elimination, I asked him if he sensed any nerves in the locker room. He assured me that no matter what the situation, he's got a group of guys that are up for any challenge. And with a win here, that challenge will become a whole lot easier, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Yeah, he is none too pleased with the play of his club out there, and looks like they need a little time to get things sorted out here.
I don't know of any coaches that would be too happy if they just saw their team give up a run like this one.
And the group gets ready for Miami. Chris Anderson is checked in for the A-Train. Marsh comes in for Josh McRoberts. Napier is checked in for the Magician. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. .133 left here in the opening quarter. LeBron against Smith. Smith right side. Pocket 6. And there's Johnson outside. Atlanta again missing.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively. There was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
And that's going to exploit a gap in the knee, I guess.
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees it.
Nope.
And stolen by James. Bosch hits the pick for James. The dish now to Bosch. The kick out to Anderson.
Oh, damn. Why was it
James
you?
there to take the lead. Missing. The Hawks have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. They set the pick. Johnson attacking. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. The Heat shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Bosch, a screen on Smith. LeBron kicks to Napier. James with it, picked up by Rivers. And another basket for Miami.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
6 seconds left in the first. Johnson attacking. Here's Leitner.
All right, don't count.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Heat They finish off the first quarter on a 12-4 run. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And thanks for tuning in as we get back to the action of our broadcast here of Game 6. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
And you get a chance early on to see their depth. They got a nice effort from their bench players early in this game.
Yes, Steve, I tell you what, their subs have really packed the punch for them so far.
Hell, Ron ever get tired? He's gonna be in the whole game.
The Hawks trailing. Bosch and the Birdman, Chris Anderson at the 4 and 5. Norris Cole is out there with Navy, and it's LeBron in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the 4 for Miami. Smith on the way. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Just 5 on the clock. Rivers kicks to Smith.
Oh, get it.
Now Bosch. On up the court.
Ooh. Oh,
Excellent
damn.
defense there from Smith.
Good D.
Rivers kicks to Johnson. Here's Bridges. Nice dig from Bosch. And Miami is shooting at 50%.
We're gonna make this so bad. So much.
Nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfect.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Use that pick to get in close. Rivers has got his first points in this one.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Changes here for the Heat. Minutes comes in for Anderson. And it's the Magician in for Norris Cole. Atlanta making some changes. Wade against Smith. Wade kicks to James. Back to Wade. Pass to Nate. Dishes to James. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. LeBron's got 11 points.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
He'll set the screen. And the pass to short. Saw hits it off the glass. 6 points for him.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Wade.
Good.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Boy, they've come out of that locker room with a hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assists.
All right, come on, guys.
Great offensive movement.
That's good from Wade. He makes one or two that time.
Even though he couldn't get them all to fall, he did at least make it a 2-possession game.
Smith, no look.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
James outside. LeBron is doubled. Pass to Napier.
There you go. Good dime.
Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Napier's got 4 points this quarter.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Smith the pass to Hudson. Shot clock at 6. And
There you go. Still it. There, I'll take it.
Get to the line and shoot two. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
And of course, you look at the numbers. John Stockton with 3,265 steals over his career. Really a crazy number, averaged over 2 a game, and even in his later years, he was a threat in that regard.
Free throw drops for Napier, and the Heat with some changes. A-Train, he's checked in for Bosch, and Josh McRoberts subbed in for Ennis. He's perfect from the line this time.
And the free throws are starting to pile up a little bit here, more so than in the first quarter.
And that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Clutch the pass to short, and stolen by Napier. It's LeBron with the drive. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. James has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And their interior defense getting exposed once again. How many open looks at the rim are they going to allow?
Feeds it to Millsap. Shot to stop the run, and it falls over the rim of it. Millsap's got his second basket of the game. The Heat leading by 8. And just over 3.5 minutes play here in the second quarter. Napier kicks to James. And they double him up with LeBron. 6 to shoot. Inside. And it's Napier.
Shabazz, what are you doing, dude? Yeah, no reason to miss that.
Clutch the pass to Smith. Comes up empty down low.
Pretty good defense there. And that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
And there's the feed to Wade. There's the triple. No good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Down low. Here's Millsap. Second chance effort, and it's good on the way in. 8 points for Shorty.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
A-Train, good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And the Heat lead by 8.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball move.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively.
Right back at it.
Much more individual play at the other end.
Atlanta.
Alright guys, I'm back.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over.
Chris Bosch is checked in for Josh McRoberts. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. Offensively, he'd like to see them get the ball into the post as often as possible. That's where he thinks their biggest advantage lies. He also wants his players putting pressure on the defense with early offense. Lots of shots and an aggressive approach in general whenever they've got the ball. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
Well, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Miami leading by 4. James outside. And they double him up with LeBron. Wade outside. The wide open look here for Bosch. Sinks the
Oh.
Bosch has got his second bucket of the night.
Okay, we'll take it.
Especially from long range.
The Hawks trail by 7. 1:14 left in the first half. Clutch advanced to Shorty. And he converts the lead. Shorty's got 6 here in this quarter.
Kevin, too easy. I mean, the defenders were sort of looking at each other like, whose man was he? And everybody thought somebody else was going to guard him, and nobody did.
Now here's Bosch.
And what?
5 points in the game. There's a screen.
I'm kind of cold.
James outside.
Ah, shit.
Baseline jumper. And it's Miami with another. Oh, no, he may have got
No!
right there. He's in a lot of pain.
Are you kidding me?
Mark, that did not look good. Let's keep our fingers crossed that it's nothing too serious.
Boy, you can't help but feel for it. One moment you're doing what you do best, and the next, the situation's really out of your hands. I really hope he's...
I think he played too many minutes. Fuck. Damn, I didn't give him any rest throughout any of this game. Man, how fucking rewind that? What happened? Can't look at it. Damn. Oh, all the way over here. My bad, guys. Fuck this camera work. Oh, man. I hit the jump shot, then he fucking...
Okay.
And the Heat making a change here. Dennis is checked in.
Gonna put a big monkey wrench into their plan so they can win the series. Or even this
There's
game.
42 seconds left in the second quarter. Johnson against Wade. Johnson attacking. The Hawks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The first one falls. A different look for Miami. Chris Anderson is checked in for the A train. Coles comes in for Ennis. And Chalmers in for Napier. And he makes both free throws. The Heat leading by 5.
Yeah, 2-for-1 opportunity.
Yeah, they got to hurry. Step on the gas.
Now 8 seconds separate the two clocks. And it's Wade penetrated. And the shot.
There we go, Wade. That might be the first basket.
His body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And out of bounds as the Heat possession.
He was surprised to see the pass coming his way, and he reacted a little late.
Puts it up from 17. And it's good. Hold on, the officials.
That counted.
That one on the replay line. The teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. Bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
They really have no option but to go to the instant replay in a situation like this. I mean, the entire series is at stake, and you can't assume anything.
Well, this right here is exactly why the rule was implemented in the first place.
Clearly,
Mistakes made at a time like this.
And they're going to count it. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
Good to see them get that one right. That's exactly why we have this rule in place. And I like it. Each basket is so important in these
They don't
games.
contest it.
Just gotta make
That's
sure
really
you get it right.
foul.
And the first half is now in the books. Heat lead by 9. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Well, Coach, LeBron obviously having a tremendous game so far. What is key to his ability to take over a game?
It's probably a myriad of things, but his ability to sustain that. He came out with great force, and got us off on the right note. Now let's keep going.
Coach, thank you for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
Part of the first half, but we gotta see who'll play. Went down on that regular shot before halftime.
Welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round one matchup. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Well, his ability to disrupt passes and get a hand on the ball, force a turnover, make a steal, it's been really impressive.
When he defends you, he basically forces you to play perfect. Any lapse of concentration, and he'll pick your pocket.
The Hawks trail by 9. On the court right now for the Hawks. We've got Hudson. Smith is out for a clutch. Then it's Shorty, and it's Millsap in at the power forward position. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity. Clark to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Smith outside. Passes it to Clutch. Takes it to Millsap. And the layup's good off the glass. Millsap's got 6.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Wade on the wing, covered by Smith.
Oh, he's good.
And this is what Boston is doing. One of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now an update on LeBron.
Broken ankle.
What'd you find out, Norris?
Oh.
Guys, I got an update from head athletic trainer of the Heat. The
score effectively throughout the regular season because they always seem to have an answer for whatever offense their opponents throw at them.
And Chalmers kicks to Cole. Pocket 6, outside Bosch. From past the arc. Cannot hit.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
That should tilt things toward them. They've been winning that battle. Still a great start to the half after hitting their first 3 before that.
Now Wade. He has 7. Pass to A-Train. Back to Wade. Wade, right side. Here's A-Train. Rebounded by the Hawks. Clutch has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this 3rd quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
The Heat leading by 3. Bosch kicks to Cole. 3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. He feeds it to Wade. Bosch hits the pick for Wade. There's the pass to A-Train. Back to Wade. Wade inside, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
The Hawks trail by 3.
This offense is going to be hard to figure out. They ain't got no bench. The only 2 wedges they got added to this team is Wade and Cycling.
Smith drives in. Good. Now just a 1.
A sensational run has them on the brink, tying it up, even taking the lead all of a sudden.
Steve, quite a turn of events here. I mean, they really snapped into focus in a hurry and tightened up their game at both ends.
Here's Bosch. Poked away over Millsap. And that one's good by Bosch. Bosch has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Well, go. Thank you. That had to be backcourt, man.
Here's Wade. He has 7.
Oh, y'all
There's a good
fucked up.
screen.
God damn, I gotta get that week down.
Millsap's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out. Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
Now here's Wade. And it's Cole missing. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And it's Smith penetrating. Here's Clutch. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Clutch has got 5 now.
I thought the defense really kind of slacked off there. He's going to drill those 3s when he gets a good look.
And Chalmers kicks to Bosch. And Wade now top of the key. Bosch is screen on Hudson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Cole. And they come
there we go.
with their own 3-point. Cole's got his first 3 points of the game. The Hawks have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. To the wing right side. Here's Pettit.
Oh.
Rob. Wade at the elbow. That's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Anderson's checked in for the Heat. Josh McRoberts comes in for Norris Cole for the Hawks. There's 1:40 left here in the 3rd quarter. Now here's Wade. He's He's got 7. Bosch, a screen on Johnson. 5 to shoot. Wade dishes the Bosch. Here's Anderson. Played in with the nice touch on the glass. And the Heat lead by 3.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
And that one's good.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Anderson, a screen on Rivers. The dish to McRoberts. Wade has the open look. And the Heat, another 3.
Defense is not going to cut it.
They time it right, they can end this quarter within 2 for 1.
That's the smart move there. That's how you want to end the quarter. Make sure you get a good solid possession here.
Now here's Rivers. No,
there we go. Let's go.
From Bosch.
You know, his finishing ability leaves a lot to be desired, guys. He needs to take it to the basket stronger.
Wade, easy layup effort coming off the bench. Now it's a 6-point Heat lead. The Hawks have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Oh!
Alley-oop check.
That was good.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Over to the wing. Here's Rivers. Loses his and misses the dunk.
Oh, he missed it. Cool.
And we've reached the end of the third. Miami ahead, leading by 8. And when we return, look at the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
This was a showstopper, wasn't it? Just a difficult pass to make, and he makes it flawlessly to set up that alley-oop.
He's trying to clinch their ticket to the semifinals. Broncos went down to end in the first half.
For Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got A-Train. Chalmers is out there with Norris Cole. Then there's Josh McRoberts. And it's Haslam at the center. And good on the basket. Look at
Anyway, so they help Heat spark a run at the end of third.
You got to fight over the top of that.
Now here's Rivers. Johnson attacking, and he makes good on the layup.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Rivers against Chalmers. He dishes it to Haslam. Back to Chalmers. Five on the clock. McRoberts, the pass to Haslam. And another basket.
Haslam coming up with 6.
Those two teammates.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Atlanta calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. He's checked in for Josh McRoberts. Atlanta making some changes. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me, show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to.
That story. Doris. Here's Shorty. Here's Millsap. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Nice work. Get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. It'll make you earn it from the line.
And that one falls for Millsap. A different look for Miami. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Haslem. Marsh comes in for Ennis. And it's the Magician in for Norris Cole. And he can't hit the second. Miami leading by 9. And here is Chalmers. He kicks to McRoberts. Back to Chalmers. Shot clock at 6. Dishes it to Wade. Here's A-Train, and he banks in the layup. And the Heat lead by 11.
It's a great play under the boards for him. And, you know, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
Hudson against Bosch. Here's Smith. Here's Pettit. Right through the knee for the layup.
Well, second chance points are not easy to come by, but when you work as hard as he has today, it becomes a lot easier.
And Chalmers kicks to Wade. To the inside. Oh,
Great.
No question.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Oh.
And stolen by Chalmers. And here they go. He's it up and in off the pretty assist. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Heat.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys. And all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Yeah, guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. And just kind of make a couple of adjustments and get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Miami. That's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
They have no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
That was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds.
The Heat leading by 10. Chalmers dishes to Wade. Bosch, a screen on Smith. Wade passes to A-Train. A beautiful reverse layup.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Defense has been futile with 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Here's Clutch. Into Smith. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, Maestro, you're so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And it's Wade penetrating. Pass to Chalmers. Feeds to Wade. Bosch, a screen on Smith. 4 on the clock. Pick off and mid-air. By himself. And he comes off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And that one's good.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
The Hawks trail by 11. Clutch the pass to Hudson. Tries it from 19, and the bank shot is good.
Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. It's been great today, just as hot as he was last time out.
They set the screen to the middle. Here's A-Train. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 6 assists now in the game. Time running out for the Hawks. Here's Hudson. Off target from outside. subbed in for Mario Jones. Here's Cole. Back to Anthony. And he slams it one-handed.
I'm just so impressed with these guys. They made big plays when it counted the most, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Heat.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
Yeah, I thought the subs came in and did an outstanding job, Kevin. Those points off the bench were huge.
You always need role players to step up and help, and that was the case here because everything was working for Wade. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected energy into every play that was made out there.
Here's Cole. Lock at 6. Ennis with the ball. Working on Smith. And again, Miami with the triple.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like it went in.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on.
So it's the Hawks now.
Hawks gonna get a better break, but they just fantastic second half.
Yeah, terrific. Great back and forth sequence right there.
Here's Cole.
But they want to keep the championship aspirations going. They're going to definitely hope LeBron can get back at some
Here's the screen.
point.
Pass to Ennis. He feeds it to Haslam. Over in the corner, Cole. And again, Miami with the triple.
Terrific job taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And Steve, I thought those fans, those home fans, gave this team a big lift all game. A lot of positive energy in the building.
Offensive rebound, Millsap, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. How much to be critical of with this win, Clark?
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the side. Doris?
LeBron, you have plenty of postseason experience, and tonight you looked very calm and collected. Describe the sort of intensity and or pressure you felt internally coming into tonight's game.
It's playoffs. I mean, you don't feel some type of pressure, you don't feel anxiety or feel excitement about the postseason, then something that is wrong beside you. So, as a leader, you see, I just try to make ways that our team win whenever we really do.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris. Well, that'll do it for now. Thanks for watching our coverage of the first round of the NBA playoffs. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We leave you now with our Jordan player of the game.
Dwayne Wade. I don't know. I don't think that's so good. Damn. Went out with the injury that was strong as hell. We got a job done. Gosh. Can't get there much. Gives Atlanta some love. Cycling came through. I don't think he did nothing after the first, though. Alright. Hawks have been eliminated. Ah, damn, out for the season. That kind of sucks, so. Well, they win the series, I might fight them in the next round. How do you... Here are some of the big injuries from the season. Big names. But anywho, trying to figure out how, there we go, coaching. There you go. Oh, you can do this for everybody? Alright, I'm kind of confused. How do you set? Man, sorry. Trying to figure out how to fucking line up. Alright, let me go back to the coaching thing. There you go. Hell no. Alright, look at this one more time to confirm it, and then we'll get the next game set up. Alright, yeah, alright, I got that fixed. The next game will be Celtics Knicks. Celtics up 3-2. And the broken ankle bug been going all around this thing. Well, alright. League leaders here. I was just simulated on like 8-minute quarters just because I don't play the 12 minutes quarters. That one over. Game 6. Winner takes on the Heat in this next round. And then in the West, got Lakers, Mavericks, Rockets, Spurs, Warriors, Thunder, Game 7.